I was gifted these really beautiful boxes that you can use for gifts and cards. It comes in a ton of different colors. So I have a pink here and a green one, and I'm going to demonstrate how to put it together in the color blue. This can be pretty much used for anything where someone would give you an envelope. So whether it's a wedding, engagement party, baby shower, birthday party, pretty much whatever you want. So let's get started. The first thing that you do is, this is how it comes packaged. I would be very careful because things, this kind of material can be a little sensitive. I've had no problems, but I know some people with this kind of material, sometimes it can be very delicate. So just be very careful like I was, and it's perfectly fine and beautiful. So the first thing you want to do is unpack everything. So it comes with 6 different panels that you are going to be putting together. And then it has the thank you that you can see on top, and the cards and gifts separate out as well, where you just peel off the back sticker and stick it on. And it also does come with a little key chain and key. So you can put it here to lock it and keep the key when you want to open it. You don't have to do that, but I think it just adds a little zhuzh to it. So the first step is you're going to see that there are 6 of them, and you'll see here that you have to peel this off. So to start, I always like starting with these because I find them easier because they already have somewhere. So you just rip them off. So I just finished taking out the paper from the first one. This color is stunning. So now I'm going to do the second one. This is very satisfying. I have 2 that are ready to go. The other 4, at least in my opinion, I know some people are better at this than me. I'm not great, but you just start kind of peeling from the side to start ripping it. And I was able to do this one very easily, but I will say there have been times with the other ones where I just put a blow dryer for about 15-20 seconds on the edge, and it makes it just much easier to rip. So that's my hottest tip of how to do this and get this to start peeling, is just putting a blow dryer, and it worked very well for me. I love doing this. I just finished peeling off for all 6. So I'm going to start the installation process. I really recommend you give this a read. The base is the one that has just things to put inside. You can feel that one side is the acrylic and the other side is more smooth. So the smooth part would be inside. So you just set this down. Then you want to get your 2 sides. So again, this is smoother and this is the acrylic. So I know that that's going to be facing outward. And this little part that has a little circle here, you don't have one on this side. You put it facing away from you. So put that there. Then it has one that is exactly the same, but for the other side. I was bound to hit that. And then for the back, it's right over here. And again, you just want to insert. It's very easy to put together, which I really appreciate. So put that in, squeeze that, squeeze that, squeeze that, squeeze that. So it's coming together. It does say to put everything together and then put the rubber bands to hold things. But I found that, at least for me, but again, follow the instructions. I like starting to secure things because then otherwise, for me, it starts falling apart. And I just find it easier to start securing them. But it is a little bit more work because you have to adjust things more. But in my opinion, it's worth it. Next thing I like to do is actually secure the bottom. So I just turn it upside down. Once I do the bottom, I then bring it back, and this is how it looks. So we have 4 out of the 6 on. Then we want to put the front. So over here is where I mentioned it gets a little trickier because you already have sides that are secured. So it just makes it a little bit harder to insert. But again, for me, it is worth it because everything else is very stable. So put this there, that there, that one's there, that one's there. Now it's in. So we will make sure this stays together. And the front is officially in. All that is left is the top to finish the base. So again, acrylic, you know, is going to be on top. And on the side, there's these little holes, and that's where you want this to go through. So I personally didn't put any rubber bands on this section. And the only way to put this in is, again, putting the holes. And there you go. Voila. Beautiful box. So you can leave this as is. You can draw on it, do whatever you want. It does come with some letters that you can stick on. So I'll do that just to show you. You can put them pretty much wherever you want, on the side, on the top. Very simple. You just have to take out the sticky part from the back. Comes off pretty seamlessly. So I'll put it facing me just to make sure it looks perfect. So put the thank you is all set. So I'm just going to do very quickly the cards and gifts. This is also satisfying. This is the gifts. So I'm going to put that on, stick it a bit, and perfect. So it's very straightforward. Again, my biggest tips are if for some reason you can't take off the adhesive from the top, just put a little blow dryer and it comes off. I showed you my little tips of how to put this together in terms of not following the instructions completely the same. These are stunning. You can see here the 3 different colors. They also have white and other ones. So if you're looking for a gift for someone, I think this would be really sweet. If one of my friends is getting married or a baby shower, I definitely would bring this, and it's definitely DIY. So it looks more personal, if you will, like you made it with your own hands. So if you're looking for a box for any occasion that is beautiful, I recommend giving these a try.